I hope everybody has a nice plate of gabagool. You have some ravioli, some ricotta, maybe. Ooh, I had some eggplant rollatini. So everyone, Chris, are you ready? Hand over heart.
Oh yeah.
Let's start with the Italian national anthem of Toy.
TPC and Toy Daddies. TPC and Toy Daddies.
Hey! do.
Still waiting.
I think is it Sandstorm by Darude? Is that the Italian national anthem?
We could try playing it and then we'll get like kicked off, but
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Forget about it, everybody. I don't know if you know that we have a very special guest this evening. So I don't know, Christopher, if you want to introduce our fellow paisan.
Well, as you all know, you cannot spell paisano without Asian. So we're here, but our next guest is an Asian. He's Italian. He's Italian. He is the Italian. He is Rocco the Great, and we're excited to have him here.
There he is.
That had to be the best intro I ever got.
Cheers.
Listen, Asian and Italian both have pasta, right? We both have noodles.
Oh,
so
yeah.
True.
good enough for me.
Love a good slurping. Yep, got it.
Oh, Rocco, thanks for joining us, man. It was so nice getting to meet you at ToyCon New Jersey recently. And again, my first introduction to your stuff was literally one of your early Dio videos. And oh yeah, that was it was the one you actually taught me how to do the magnets. So that's what I did for my now what I use for my live streaming every Sunday. So is from that technique, but yeah, so that was how I first met you years ago, like virtually at least, like knowing of you. And yeah, man, it's been so great seeing your meteoric rise on the YouTube, the toy tubing and all that good stuff. So welcome again. This is really cool, buddy.
First of all, I appreciate you guys having me on. It was nice running into you at ToyCon. That was such a wonderful time I had. And you're very tall.
Ah, yeah. I mean, it's
like
nothing special.
I'm not short, but I feel like I don't know if maybe it was like I was bending down because I feel like I looked up and you were like this. I don't know.
Well, you're a toy daddy. You had the wife and kid there. You were in tow. You had to make sure the little one was good.
Wait till you meet Chewy. He's taller than Yimbo.
That's true.
By like an inch. Yimbo has that big Yimbo energy, so he seems taller. You know, he just brings it like a wave.
Okay. So. Are you all going to be at Legion's Con?
We are.
Yes,
we are.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
Chris and I always do.
So
you're
going. Is this your
trip now?
Oh yeah, I was going to say, Rocco, is this your first time going? Or
I was at the first one when it was just like table. It was like literally just a table people had in the other room of ToyCon, and then I never because I could never make it. They always had them after the show was all over, and I live so far away, so it wasn't like I wanted to get there in the morning, and then I couldn't stick around all day and make it to the end. And so this year I finally was like, I'm going, and I bought both days. So one day the family's coming, and then the other day I'm just going to be a madman by myself. So
nice. So Sunday's the wild day.
That's gonna be great.
I don't know yet. I don't know which one is going to be, but one of them is. So
I mean,
it's got to be Saturday.
That's going to be the fun one in terms of a lot of the lobby drinking and other shenanigans that take place.
From our experience, Friday was where everyone went. Like it was the Irish bar, which was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And then Saturday is where everyone hung in the lobby and just had a lot of White Claws.
So there's going to be a lot of like people drinking and buying action figures and making probably decisions that they'll regret, but that's good for the sellers for sure.
You know, with toy stuff, I rarely have that like big regret to be like, oh no. It's like, oh no, it's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, that's a good topic because I feel like there's a lot of things in life you could regret when you have to buy them, right? But I never feel bad after a toy purchase. But I also try to purchase responsibly. Like today, I bought one set of the skeletons.
Okay.
Oh, one 4-pack.
I wanted a bunch.
One 4-pack.
One 4-pack of skeletons.
One 4-pack of a figure I already have a bunch of.
It's like when we were talking about like Mezco Turtles. We bought one. It just happened to be one box. That's
Right.
it.
It was like $400. It was only one box.
It was one, right? Whatever.
It counted, yeah.
Bought one thing today.
That's Toy Daddy math right there.
That's right.
Oh, for sure. So you've been a Mythic for a while now, right? Like you've been in that collection, or
Detour got me into it years ago. I think I was looking back because that's what started my dioramas. I was making like Mythic Legions castles and stuff. But it's one of those things that, and I hate saying it, but it doesn't do well on social media. So like if you're I'm trying to take my channel pretty professionally. The videos don't do well. And it's also like, it's kind of like my personal, it's like, that's for me, like I collect it and it's like, no one knows. And it's like, it's just for me. Like, it's not my job, like when I do cause like the figure arts and the legends, like that kind of turned into my job where sometimes I'm buying a figure and then I'm like, did I really even want this figure? Or did I think like people wanted to see it? So Legions to me is just like my personal, like I'll open up a box at night and I'll listen to a stream and just fiddle around with it. I love the custom pop and swap stuff. So it's just been my quiet little, lately I've been a little bit more vocal about it just because I'm kind of feeling it. And Legions Con got me hyped. So, but people are like, wait, you collect it? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm not going to be ashamed anymore.
Loud and proud, Italian and Mythic.
Yeah. And Mythic, yeah.
Oh, that's great then. Legions Con's gonna be perfect. You said you went to like the first one, so you haven't been the last few years.
No.
So I'm really excited for you to go now.
Me too. Because especially with ToyCon was so much fun. Because I haven't been even out of the house. I'm a new toy daddy, so I kind of just been in a shell for a few years, and it's like not even going to any shows anymore or seeing people. So I kind of socialized at ToyCon, and I was like, okay, I could do this. I still got it a little bit. I broke the rust off, so I had such a good time.
Yeah, Rocco, I feel you on that. My kids just started kindergarten in September.
Oh my god!
And it goes by so quick. Again, I always tell both my students, anybody that wants to hear, but like literally from my wrist till my elbow, that's how big these little babies were. And now they're in kindergarten, and it's like they're identifying sight words and starting to read, and it's just it's blowing my mind. But I was also similar. Like this was my way to connect and have my friendship. And met these guys, and it's now. The funny thing is, like, my son had 2 birthday parties on Saturday, and it's like my social life is now meeting and hanging out with parents while the kids.
Yeah, it's like real. Yeah, it's like I feel that, dude. I feel that. That's my socializing too.
Yeah, like we went.
You have no identity either. It's not Yimbo. It's like your son's dad. Like that's his dad right there. It's like oh hi, I'm Ray's dad. And it's like we went bowling, and I said to some of the parents, I was like, my wife, we were telling the kids about bowling. We were like, yeah, like we used to go bowling. We used to have fun. We used to do things.
We used to be people, right? Like
we used to go out on dates.
I used to dance. I'm not dance anymore.
The other day, my daughter, she's older. She's in middle school. So she had some friends over, and we have a calendar, and every Wednesday it says like Toy Daddies. And so her friend was like, "What's Toy Daddies?" And then my daughter's like, "Oh, that's my dad's like YouTube show." And she's like, "Really?" And you guys are gonna love this because she typed in Toy Daddies in the Google search. She's like, "Is it this?" And then you hear the Toy Daddies theme. I'm like,
oh my gosh!
First Google search, yes, let's do it. So
yeah, that's good.
A little bit.
That's
Congratulations!
Really
yeah, Toy Daddies is pretty that's like a pretty good name for search, and you come up first. That's really good.
Yeah,
it was I think was it Legions Con and New Jersey Toy Con we went to a hobby store. I think it was Hobby Lobby, and we're all together. We're talking about toys and whatever. And these little kids came up to Chris, Toy.Father, and said, are you a YouTuber? And I'm looking at him and I'm like, please don't say Toy Daddies. Please don't tell this clearly like 7-year-old girl that we're on a show called Toy Daddies. I'm walking this other way, okay? We're good.
In my head, I was like, this is it, guys. I'm gonna. She's gonna ask if I'm Toy.Father.
You're gonna hand her a sticker, and you're gonna be. Peak.
Oh my God, it's you!
Oh my God, it's you! Hey, well, you know what's great about cons is that you get to see these people that are on IG that sometimes are like faceless people, but you chat with them, you don't know what they look like. But you know what? So is our chat. They're kind of faceless people, but they're the best part of our show. They are the ones that we're going to meet up at Legion's Con and at many other cons that we're going to go to. So let's just go to the chat. Just say hello, because there are a lot of people who want to say hello to you, Rocco. We got Josh Brown. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Josh?
Cyber Warrior 2.0.
Oh, from my chat. Nice.
There you go.
Oh, cool. Nice. Welcome.
Cal the Collector. What's going on, buddy? We got Old Nasty.
Goose Gang.
Yeah,
very cool.
Awesome.
And that was another thing, Rocco. Like your own little like toy line. It's the Goose. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, Goose Faba, right?
Yeah.
You say it? The Briscoe 1 2 3 4.
Yeah, Goose Gang right there. Awesome. Thank you guys, making me look good. Appreciate it.
We got Machu Toy. What's up, buddy?
He's calling out your microphone.
Yeah. Does it sound weird?
It sounds a little different than your normal.
Is it like? Should I not use it?
It sounds like we
it sounds good, but you're a little far away. It sounds maybe.
Yeah,
sounds like I'm far away.
But it's not horrible.
All right, I'm gonna switch it up once we get done with this. We got KJ Smith. How's it going, buddy?
What's up, KJ?
Too much new toys, Cody. What's going on?
Is there ever too much new toys though?
I mean, sometimes we feel that way.
Some days when they all ship at the same exact moment. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. We got Wing or Lose
very quickly.
See, I don't pre-order, so I don't have that problem.
Constantly pre-ordering.
Yeah.
I try to like torture myself. I'm like a weird collector. I torture myself.
No, you know what? It's a really great lesson in patience, and also like I've been trying to be way more into like letting the universe decide if I should have a toy.
Dude, okay, you just put it into words, but that's what I'm on now. That's what I do.
Yeah. Like I had a buddy of mine, Tasket Hands. He had hit me up about the Mafex Daredevil. Like between Cap and Daredevil just dropping, and I Chewy, you're getting the Machu Cap, the bonus, Cap, right? Yeah. So right now I'm like, okay, if it's meant to be, it'll meant to be, but I'm not going to force it. Like there's plenty of other toys around here for me to still unbox and talk about and all the other nonsense. So I'm just, trying to be cool with con season, like literally upon us. So are you doing a New York Comic Con?
I used to, and it got to the point where it was you can't even walk anymore. And everything's overpriced, and it was just not even fun. And so I just stopped around like 2012. I stopped going, or around that. But I used to go every year. It was actually I would meet up with like the toy people and everything was pretty fun. But it just and like, no one even goes there. Like Hasbro stopped showing up, and like there's no like vendors there. So it really was like, why are we here? Except if you want to buy Mezco or maybe Figure Arts like exclusives. But that line, that's your whole weekend is that line.
Yeah, well, that's like Mezco hasn't been there for a little while now, but they're going to be there this year. So I'm already warned that like it's going to be a mad dash. But I think they're going to try to.
People waited all day, and that was 10 years ago. I can't imagine now.
Well, they did a thing at San Diego where they had a limited, like, amount per day that they worked. But again, it had to be that mad. You guys, the two of them, were like on the mad dash.
Still went out. Yeah, it still went out.
I did that mile and a half a loop. When you first get in to San Diego, they make you go upstairs instead of hitting the main floor. And then you have to walk all the way around the second floor, back down to essentially where you came from, and then sprint over to the booth.
And you lined up earlier than us.
I got there like 30 minutes before you guys.
Dude,
and they let us in like a different way.
You know, like at that point, you just have your day, have fun, and then just pay $20 extra to a
it's for Casey Jones. It would not have been $20 extra.
Well,
that's true.
Well, that's I mean, I pre-ordered Casey, so that wasn't a problem. I was trying to get Casey for someone else, but then for Doc Knock, which will be at New York Comic Con, probably, like I already pre-ordered him, so and I'm not even going. But you'll probably see that 2-pack insect thing. I forget what they're called.
Yep.
But that'll probably be there.
Decapods?
No, it's the Lobster Boys.
Lobster Boys.
The mafia. The
mafia.
Yeah.
Crustaceans.
Yeah, funny.
But yeah. But go back to the chat. We got Wing or Lose. We got Wade Create. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, hello.
Figs in Space. How's it going? Jay Sinner. What's up, buddy? Oh, thanks, buddy. You like my blocky display. Thanks, buddy. Highly articulated. What's going on, bud? Diggs Figs. What's going on? Jamalin Parks. What's going on?
Yimbo left. He got offended.
Lose Yimbo. And we have
maybe he kicked his computer real quick. Disconnected.
Yeah. And that's it for right now. But hey, if you have any questions for Rocco, put them in. We've been starring some of them as we've been going along. We just need to introduce another Gabagool to this crew right now. We got J Shot.
It's Monday, my paisanos. What's up?
It's Wednesday.
Wait, how's it going, man?
Clear out the things, because it's so funny. You said you got to introduce another Gabagool. Look at my title.
Let me clear it. Yeah, it's true.
Now, do you guys eat Capicola?
Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, see, I did not know it was Capicola.
Yeah.
Wait, it sounds so bad coming when you say it, though. I don't know what Capicola.
I think it sounded fine.
I thought Gabagool was like a baked dish, like a lasagna. That's why.
That does sound good, though. That does sound good.
I had a delicious eggplant rollatini from my mother-in-law tonight.
Nice. Homemade rollatini, too.
You're Italian, like fully, or
half Irish, half Italian.
Oh. I could see that. That actually makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Columbus Day. Is that why you invited me on? I'm pretty sure, right? I was like, I did the correlation.
This is the Italian American pride here. Here we go.
Yeah.
But we haven't even gotten to the top 10.
I could leave.
Which we'll talk about you, but no, but love to have you here. Cyber Warrior asks, what was your first Comic Con? To Rocco.
Oh, to me?
We'll go to you. You're the guest.
Yeah, it's probably New York Comic Con one of those years. Maybe like 2009, maybe? Maybe one of those.
So way back. Nice.
It still wasn't so crowded yet.
Was it first year? I think, was it 2005 or 6? Whatever the first one was, I got to go to that. But I just drove in by myself, and it was.
It's really it's that new comic. I
it's
Comic Con was always going on.
06.
06. There you go. My second year
Really?
teaching. Yeah, I remember driving in, and Andrew WK came on my iPod. I love New York City randomly, and I'm like, yeah.
Sure, random. It was your iPod. You had like 12 songs on it. Yeah, I
had the playlist on. He chose it. Yeah.
It was a I Love New York playlist.
He put it just one song in like. Not even on repeat, just he put it a million times.
Yeah. And then the Ace Frehley, right? Like the Giants touchdown song.
Yeah.
John, what was your J-Shot? What was your first Comic Con?
It was probably New York Comic Con. I didn't realize it was 06 was probably the original. That's funny. But it's probably New York Comic Con. But I did get to go to San Diego Comic Con a couple of times for work. So that was pretty cool. So like
before
I
that,
ran, Yeah.
Oh wow.
So that was cool.
That first New York Comic Con was booty. It was just one floor, and it was just nothing but like, it just felt like a giant flea market. And except Artist Alley was amazing, and I think I have a Jim Lee autograph, and he was just sitting there by himself. I'm just
no
like, oh.
way, really? In 2005, 2006,
tapping his pencil on a blank sketchbook.
No.
Everyone.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, because the Dark Knight really started mainstream nerdness, in my opinion, because that's when my friends were nerds. I mean, that sounds, I don't mean it, that sounds bad, but my friends were like, this new movie's coming out. You like Batman, right? I was like, oh yeah, I watched the animated series when I was a kid. They were like, we're going to go toy hunting. And in 2008 is when I went on my first toy hunt. And then I saw the Dark Knight, and that was it. I liked, they got me into like, they showed me like the nerd websites that had like the news that was coming out for movies, you know, like
Ain't it cool?
Ain't it cool news?
Yeah.
Does that still exist? I don't think so.
Now
Ain't
it's
it
just
cool?
Twitter. It's
Ain't
just
it cool? News was big. Was that
remember-
Harry?
Harry
Harry
knows. Harry knows.
Yep.
It was a lot of fun. That was fun.
Toy.Father, what was your first Comic-Con?
Mine was Boston Comic Con. I believe it's like 2008, maybe 2010. It was one of those.
Nice.
But that's when I went. That was like height of Scott Snyder, so I remember meeting him, and I remember that was my first meeting Stan Lee as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a feather in your cap there.
Yeah, that was a big one.
I don't think I ended up going to a Comic-Con until somewhat more recently than everyone in this room, but it was 2014 San Diego.
Oh,
wow. So
that's a nice one to go
all
to.
the Twilight years. So suddenly it was just like super popular.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's. Oh man, was it like that? That wasn't when it was like super crowded, but it was pretty there. It was pretty crowded.
It was there. It was
crazy,
Avengers 2 was coming out that year, so they had the entire cast there. And when Marvel was really building up their presence at Comic-Con, it was the year that Guardians of the Galaxy 1 came out that summer.
Oh, okay.
That was fun. That was a good time.
Rocco, for those of you who don't know Rocco, you kind of like talked about getting into comics. Like, were you always into toys? Did you love comic books? Or
I growing up, I was big in the music scene. Like I always liked, like I was, I had a clothing company and I would tour around with the Warped Tour and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And so I was like, I didn't know about comics. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. And I always loved the movies though. So movies were really big. So that's kind of what got me into figures, because I wanted to buy the figures for the movies I liked. So that's why NECA was big. McFarlane Toys, like those were big brands because they had cool like movie figures. But then I hate to say it, I haven't bought a NECA in a long time. They just nothing stood out for me. I used to only buy it. It was like, it's crazy.
So apparently you're not into turtles.
I am, and that's the thing. You know what's funny? Because
Just kidding.
I grew up like I'm sure all of you guys. I loved the turtles when I was a kid, but it didn't translate into like now how people like love them. And I have a bunch. I have a drawer right here. Actually, they're not even on display. You guys are gonna kill me. I have the NECA turtles and stuff like that, but I don't have that. And I loved the movie too. I loved the one with the costumes and everything. But it didn't like Dragon Ball Z is the thing that stayed with me my whole life. Like I always thought it was cool, and it has that nostalgia. Batman, obviously, I grew up with the animated series Batman, and like everybody else, the animated series X-Men. So I have just like the normal what everybody else had.
Yeah. Did you ever get those the old X-Men toys? I still have my set somewhere of whatever
I think Power Rangers was like the end of my kid toy thing. It was like I had the Turtles figures, I had Power Ranger stuff. I didn't even like Star Wars growing up. Like I missed it, I guess. You know, I liked RoboCop, Alien, Predator, like anything my dad showed me. I like all those movies, but Star Wars, I got older and I was like, how come no one showed me Star Wars? Like, what's that like?
Yeah.
I totally missed the whole thing. So
well, don't feel too bad. When I was growing up, my parents would only get cable in the summer. Otherwise, we were antenna, whatever was over the air. But then in the summer, we would get cable, and then we would watch. Like that's how I watched basically Indiana Jones, Rocky, Star Wars is all on the USA Network because that was just nonstop all summer long. So that's how I fell in love with all those. But yeah, just in the summertime.
What was it? What was it? 7 Days of 007 on TBS. What was it?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yep.
So wait, do you guys remember Channel 69? And hitting the last button and like getting the getting like that static channel that was like
the scrambled
TV. Yeah, you remember that? That was wild.
The audio was clear.
The audio was clear. Yeah.
Trying to figure out if that was a bald head or a boob. Yep.
Yeah.
Do I see nipple?
Saw a nipple. Don't know who it belonged to, but you saw a nipple.
Right. That was somebody's. But that and the rest of like, I can't tell you how many Royal Rumbles I would watch scrambled just so I knew what was happening during like the high school, the Monday Night Wars. I had to know.
So it was a podcast for you?
Yeah.
That's probably actually how Sad Yimbo started, right? The announcer would be like, "Oh my God, did you see that?" And Yimbo's like, "No,
blood is everywhere. Blood is everywhere." It's just Gary the King Lawler just screaming at the top of his lungs.
Puppies. Where are the
dogs? Well, hey, Rocco, great to hear some of your history. We do a lot of toy photography here. We do the TPC top 10. So I want to like jump into that and then we can get more into some of your stuff.
I haven't did toy photography in a while, but I did bring some because I used to be really into it. So I brought some of my pictures that I was kind of proud of, and we could look at them when you guys are looking.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Perfect.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
But we had some great toy photography from whoops.
So guys, do I need to brag a little bit?
Yeah, you do.
Sure. Every week. Go ahead. Twice a week,
every
actually.
week.
No, this week I can't believe look, this has never happened. That I had 8 of the 10 of the top 10. Me? Yeah, that's what I.
You didn't see this?
Yeah. Oh no, there's a lot
including
going on.
The number 1 pick.
That's what we've been talking about all week.
Who had
literally been talking about that all week?
Was I in the chat? Do you guys have a separate chat? Different.
Who had the other 2? Was it one person who had the other 2?
Toy Daddies.
Was it a chat between you, Yimbo, and Machu? Sometimes, you know, replace.
I just
literally
I was feeling
crazy that all of them were from Yimbo, or 8 of them were from Yimbo.
Yimbo's got the eye. He's got
yeah, no, it was good. Some bangers this week, and it's gonna be pretty awesome to check them out. But let's go into the 10 through 6 spots. Yimbo, these are all you. Or no, sorry, 4 of them are yours. Why don't we take it away?
All right. Well, I mean, like Ivawatu, come on. Like we once stopped the stream to go check out one of his posts. He's just incredible. And yeah, this Miles shot. I mean, come on. Like again, I try to pick stuff like when I go through, I'm always so impressed when I'm like checking out somebody's account with all of the various things. But I do specifically try to pick things that might resonate and catch a person's eyes. There's a scroll stopper, if you will. And yeah, I mean, like that's what I was trying to accomplish with all of these. But yeah, Iowatu, that's just a crazy awesome. I loved how he edited up the backdrop.
Yeah,
you know, like what a really unique style there.
You're coming out at you like 3D.
Yeah. So you guys could take the ride. I mean, again, I loved on all these pictures tremendously already. But start with Ted. So yeah. And then Chris, there was again, we talked about that Venom pool. So that was Marvel Secret Wars part PT.
Yeah. That the re-release of the Venom Pool is definitely a smart move out of Hasbro. I love this one. Actually, when we opened up both of them, I kind of I like the Build-A-Figure a little better because the colors were a little dampened. But this photo itself is fantastic. I wish this happened in the movie. You can see kind of
really
Doctor
cool.
Strange's like ring in the back.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Rocco, is there anything that's speaking to you?
I liked, the Spider-Man one, I think. And then also the other Spider-Man one. I always said it. That looks like, the Hasbro Toby head works for just a regular Toby. Like it doesn't have to be the new Toby. And that's why I bought it, because it looked like old Toby. And I just wanted to mention that. But out of all these, I would have to say that Miles is the cool one.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And then we got to shout out our boy Wade Create. Dude, I mean, again, he keeps getting better and better with his photos, and I just thought that was so rad with the T-Rex. T-Rex, you think, or is that a Velociraptor? T-Rex? No.
It's
Wait, are you here? What dinosaur is that?
It's the one. What is it? Not Carnotaurus. It's the one from Lost World.
That white one. Is that a white one?
Yeah, it's Indominus. Like Indominus. It looks like Indominus.
The one that's like merged with like a flounder or something like that.
Everything, right?
It's merged with everything.
Vicious animal in the world.
We need to make money. Throw it. Do it.
Is that a really big one, or is that?
Yeah, he's better. It's like the sequel. Like they did it real sequel. Like they were like, you like raptors, you like T-Rex. Well, this is everything, and it's bigger.
As well. How will they?
And it's got a cloaking device. Yeah.
It's
more visible.
It could speak French.
Really terrifying dinosaur.
Yeah.
Well, I love Wade. Yep, just grabbed the big dino from his son. That's awesome.
Perfect.
But man, the angle of that, I love. Again, like. Oh, the framing is great. That pose is awesome. Kicking up the dirt again, it just continues to get better. So
I like that one because it's like different, right? We Spider-Man, Star Wars, we see all that, but like he had a different idea. Like it's a motorcycle. It's a story that we don't know what's going on, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
And then the number 7, Lord Sith Alejo. I love the force effects using the water. Probably just blasted or sprinkled on top, but real nice touch.
You could have spit on it, like
big spit.
Yeah, you could have.
This is going to be our first Hagatuo top 10 reference.
That was the
Hagatuo collab
award. Yeah.
J-Shot, I know we just talked about all of these, but I wanted to get your opinion. What speaks to you here?
I mean, look, I love Tom Iwatsu's amazing. I love the way that I agree with Yimbo. I love the way it's framed. I love, the cutout kind of really, it stands out when you're scrolling, right? Because it separates it that way. I love the composition of the 4th place one. I can't see, my eyes won't focus on his name. Meticulous shots. Yeah. Sorry, the 6th place one. Antiquitous. Yeah. I like the framing and the composition on that a lot. It looks really good, right? With Doc Ock being in the kind of the foreground there. So, I mean, look, you can find something positive in all of these. The water effects in Lord Sith's, Wade's again. I love the dust effect, and I agree that with Rocco, the storytelling there, and it's something different. And I'll be honest, the Venom Pool, I didn't notice the ring until I was looking at it now, but yeah, that's cool. Like that's a good little touch. I mean, it's
again coming out of the multiverse, right? With a Venom Pool.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see a Venom Pool this summer.
Yeah.
That would have been really neat.
Yeah. Well, maybe the 4th movie.
Yeah, but man, what a great what a great no. But Spanx Chan is again one of the other TPC nominators, so he's also another great account too. So this is a perfect reminder, as we always do, that remember, if anybody is new to you, by all means, please, we encourage you to go find them on Instagram, check them out, give them that love, some likes and comments, and as we always remind everybody, it really does make a difference in people's day, hearing nice things. Again, compliments go a long way because they're not it's rare. So it's nice that our community is so focused on showing that love and support for each other. So,
and while you're at it, click that like, subscribe.
Yeah.
That ring.
Ring that notification bell.
Notification bell.
Share this with friends, family, pets, whoever.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're about to have a love fest for number 5. Let's check it out.
Who's this guy?
Who could it be?
Oh, hey,
well, here we go.
The Staten Island Gabagool himself. Oh man! So Rocco, you're first up. So John gets to hear your real time. Yeah, like again, we want to save all of the compliments first for you, so the palette is totally clear. So
it doesn't have to be a compliment. Rocco, just jump in there and be like, "It stinks." Like I would love that. Would be great.
Okay, so I was actually going to say before I even knew it was yours. This is more of my style of toy photography that I like. Because when I got into it, it was because of ACBA on Facebook a long time ago. So I don't like when they're overly photoshopped or even you guys are gonna kill me, but I gotta be honest on here. I don't like the outdoor pictures. I don't like them. And a lot of people do them and they're great. And I think they get a lot of likes, and I think that's why people do them. But I like just a really cool diorama setup. And with some, because I like props and dioramas. So I even like Toy Mirth. Just he's really good at just not even I met him at ToyCon. He sold me the Headless Horseman figure I have, the second one. I didn't even know he did toy photography. He gave me a sticker. I went home and I found him. So I like the dioramas. I like the toy photography that looks like it's toys, like when they make it like it's cool, but my personal preference is like this style. Ooh, I know, I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense because again, like I was saying, like I've discovered you through creating dioramas, and like you mentioned the Mythic Legion, like building just a rock wall. Like I've gone back to that recently to like try to like work on different techniques with the foam that I have. So again, I feel you. No worries, no worries.
It's just personal. I want to be honest on here. I'm not gonna.
Well, no, that's the whole point. Like, toy photography is so subjective, and that's why so many people have so many styles and so many people like so many different things. That's why when we do our toy photography, you have to take everything with a grain of salt when you're talking about feedback, right? So what feedback would work for J-Shot may not work for me, or what feedback works for No.Chewing will work for everyone because it's most likely going to say smoke. But
plus smoke. It always makes everything better. It's
smoke's cool. I have the
indoor, outdoor smoke. Good.
Doesn't matter. But J-Shot, like, can you walk us through this photo? Because well, there we go. All right. Atmosphere aerosol. There you go. Can you walk us through this photo? Because there's a lot of things that I don't know people know about that is just fantastic about it.
There's a lot going on in this shot. I mean, first of all, right, like we all know the story, right? Some days you can't get rid of a bomb. Like one of the things that has stuck with me when like I was in college going for film school, I wrote a short about this, like this phrase. That's a story for another day. But we did the Batman collab, right? And Machu is always saying like, he's hesitant on collabs because he's always like worried about the group. And I always look at it as it's up to everybody in that group to level up to everybody else, right? Like we should be pushing each other when we do a collab. Sure. So like when we get into something like this, it's like, okay, now is time to like push ourselves. And I think that's what Machu wants us to do, and what we should be doing for Machu. And I'm only speaking of our group. And he had given me this figure, and I was like, there's only one shot for me with this figure, right? Like this is the only shot that you can do. But I didn't have a set for it. And I was like, you know what? It started with the nuns, and I started looking online for a nun action figure, and all I could find was the like $55 NECA nun horror figure. And I was like, I'm never going to use this figure again, and I'm not going to buy 3 of them. Right. So I was like, it's not that complicated. I wonder if I can go and just get the materials from Michael's or whatever it was, or Hobby Lobby.
Wait, can I just like preface this point? Like, we had no idea what he was working on, and he literally just goes in the chat, "I need nuns, guys."
Yeah,
yeah. We're like,
that's all I said.
He's like, I can't find
need
any
nuns.
nuns. And then, like,
I need
slowly
nuns.
but surely, he'd be like, "Never mind, I'm making look."
Yeah, no, never mind. I'm make my own nuns.
Look, here's a whole party of nuns. And I was like,
what
what
is he doing? They look like Migos. That's a good job.
Yeah. So I end up going to there and I buy. It's like it's a bandana, right? Like I bought a black bandana.
Oh yeah,
I bought 2 black bandanas and a white bandana, and I just cut it up and I added wire along the ways and I freaking hot glued everything. I burnt the crap out of my fingers. And then I was like, and then while I was there, I'm looking at all these other things and I was like, hold on, like I need something to build a dock with. And I was like, I bought this bag of twigs, like literally it's a bag of twigs that I tied twine around and just started to build it out. And I had more fun, I think, building that out than I did actually making the shot. That's amazing. And like the planks of wood that he's running on thing was actually like a picture frame that I just tore apart and stacked together. But like it didn't
pulled off the wall, you smashed.
Yeah, I just like ripped it out. I just grabbed a 2-by-4.
Took out the wedding photo.
Yeah, the wedding photo is done.
You don't need this. I gotta go win the TPC. But like it even got down to like helping with framing because I knew that I made this thing. If you can't really see it, but the plank is actually angled up to give you that angle on him, right? Because if it was flat, I couldn't get the nuns in the shot the right way. So I actually ended up angling the wood up so that he was more down, like the camera's going this way, so he's more. It was, and then that background piece is just a building that I had from another diorama set that I bought. So it just, I don't know, it all worked, and the water is photoshopped in. I will admit to that, but yeah, really? Like I had more fun hot gluing and making nuns clothing and all this stuff.
I didn't know you made the bridge. The thread work really nicely done.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
that's all, dude. It's just hot. It's just hot glue. Like it's just I just glued the first piece in and then tied it around.
Did you do a behind the scenes of this?
No, like an asshole, I did not. Sorry, an idiot, I did not. You guys just got money back, and here I am cursing.
So finally got monetized again.
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, you guys got demonetized?
Yeah.
Mistakes were made. We don't like to talk about it.
We didn't know what we were doing, but yeah, now we have.
Now we're on the right track.
Now we can get
back.
You guys are good.
Wait, like demonetized, or like just like a strike or something? Would you show like adult films?
we were showing the scrambled stuff.
It wasn't our fault. So the story is very early in our career. We didn't know what to post, so we posted just a lot of like there were some reposts. So they didn't like that. So then
and you got like okay.
And so then we had to clean up our channel, and now we're good.
Okay,
yeah, we're all good now. We're gonna start a membership starting probably this month at some point.
Oh, great. Good luck.
Yeah,
good luck.
John in the chat. Thank you, J Shot. We have super chats back up. Thank you very much. I don't know if we're gonna answer any more of your questions, but yeah, thank you so much for the $5.
But what do you always say about super chats?
Oh, and John, I know you guys say it over Between Two Sentinels, by the way, repping the boys tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
But yes, it is never expected, but always appreciated. So, John, thank you very much, man.
You know what I say on my channel? I say send super chats or I'll break your kneecaps.
That's good.
It works. That's good. It works.
That's good. It's Italian night. Yeah. We're good.
Sometimes you gotta lean on them a little.
Rocco, Rocco, I think you'll be into this. I'm gonna start what's called a reverse OnlyFans, where if you don't give me $20 a month, I'm gonna send you naked pictures of me. So,
but I like where you're going with that.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Oh,
well. Hey, I do want to say,
how'd you quit your job? What happened? Oh, I started this thing.
It's a reverse OnlyFans.
You know,
fans only.
I actually got pretty close on my channel. There was this girl.
To do an OnlyFans?
They said she's a girl that from Australia, because it's Australia money. My first super chat ever when I first started live streaming was, "Can you show your foot?" for $15. And I was like, I don't care. I showed my foot. And then it became a thing, and like, because it was my first super chat, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. So I just would show my foot. They said they were a girl. I hope they are still. And then it became a thing to where people were paying me not to show the foot. So that actually worked. So start teasing, we're gonna do a shirtless stream unless you super chat. It works.
That'd be so funny. You're like, yeah, $15 is the entry cost for the left foot, but you really should see the right foot.
You really should see the right. Yeah,
$50.
To get us back on track real quick,
Yeah.
I do have kind of the. So this is what the end product looked like.
Can we solo him out, Chris? There
yeah. So this is what it looks like.
Hot nun. Excuse me.
Yes, no, it's a good looking nun. But look, I mean, like it's all wired on the inside, and all I did was just, hold on, not to make it look weird. I just.
Oh, we're gonna get demonetized again.
Sorry, my bad. So just folded the wire over it and then hot glued it on.
Okay.
Right, measured it out, and then this is a separate piece. It's like it wasn't complicated. And I think for me, especially like doing something like this, or like making clothes, or making a diorama scene, right? Like it's the scariest part is starting. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, that just feels too far out there. And this was like just kind of the first, and I was like, screw it, I can do this. I know how to do this.
Yeah.
Right. Or I know what's the easiest way to do this, right? Not like, yeah, I could go get a sewing machine, but I could also just hot glue it. Right. I'm really, here we go. Ready for you guys, and you guys only. I'm going to show my foot. A little busted, but hey, some people like that.
Oh, too much.
Yeah.
By the way, John, you were saying
I bought a bag of branches wing. Yes, I did. It was.
But there are two other shot ideas. So Machu pointed out that the shark repellent, and then Cincy John said the bat dance. So there are two more ideas you can get out of that. Yep.
I was going to say,
you can reuse the nuns.
Yeah,
I could reuse the nuns. Oh, well, yeah,
John, I do love
my Christian name. Okay, sure, Chris.
I made it to the top. I made it to top row. Oh my goodness.
I do love this shot a lot.
Great shot.
Like, and what I love about it was after you had posted, just like how much you loved making everything else. Like, and just hearing that story made me.
I would have loved to see it more. Like a whole whole YouTube video on your vlog, your journey.
I wish I was better about that, but honestly, I didn't know how it was going to turn out.
I understand though, because when I'm making a diorama, I'm barely making the diorama, let alone trying to film anymore. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
Well, I was also doing it on like work calls and stuff, right? Like I'm on work calls, like gluing these things together. Like I can only imagine what it looked like from like I'm on a work call, and all of a sudden you just see a nun go by, and you're like, all right,
little smoke coming from your
just
hand.
like you're like, I'm like, ow, mother effort, so
it's like, is that a bag of sticks? What is he?
Yeah, bag of sticks.
It's like, excuse me, sir, is that hot nun you have in your hand? What's going on?
Well, again, our boy Machu has reminded all of us at different points as content creators but like sometimes it is just nice to enjoy whatever it is that we're doing in a moment. So sometimes it's just nice to unbox a toy on the couch, as we're watching TV, because it's just like, hey, it doesn't always have to be filmed, and same thing for this process. So I feel you. I would have loved to see it too, but I'm glad you had so much fun, John, because that it emanates from this picture, and we all clearly are enjoying that already. So that's awesome. Speaking of joy, my friend, the second question we always ask is, what is making you happy in the toy community right now?
New York Comic Con week. I know that we're all excited for Legion's Con, but I'm excited for New York Comic Con, and we've got some people flying in for it, and I'm just pumped. I'm pumped to see everybody. I know you guys were talking about the Mezco lines earlier and stuff, but like I think I'm going to do the opposite of what I did for San Diego. He says that now. Cue the Morgan Freeman voice, but he did not do that. But I'm going to try to be more present in the moment and more about the people and less about going to get the thing, So but I mean, look, if I get online and I get online, great. But if I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna lose time for all that stuff. So
well, I'm super excited too because you know, like you knew I was going on Thursday and I was going to get to see you guys. I get to go with my brother-in-law and his buddy too, and now literally you can't ditch me because I'm just going to be with you guys all day Saturday. So I am so excited. So
that's cool.
Thank you again, Jay's hot. And now, my friends, this is a new question for the week, new fun one. Right. So it was in the light of my stream last night where I just opened up all of my McFarlane Green Lanterns, almost all of them, my McFarlane Green Lanterns. So if you were a lantern, doesn't have to be green. Number one, what color would you be? What color of the power ring would you get? And what would be the first thing that you would make with said ring?
So I don't know if I know enough about the lanterns to know the different colors, so I'm gonna stick with green. Okay. I'll stick with green. And like, what'd you call it? A construct, right?
A construct, yes.
The construct. This may
so you know, Hal will do like a boxing glove. John Stewart will do like a Gatling gun, and
so is it a fight situation or just like the first thing?
No, you get a power ring. You're like,
the ring came to you.
Jetpack.
There you go.
Nice.
All right,
jetpack. I'm flying. I gotta want to know what it's like to fly around. Yeah, I gotta know what it's like to fly. Yeah, Josh Brown says Dino Hands.
That's right, Dino Hands. If you're at Legion's Con, you can get a Josh Brown exclusive Dino Hands.
Good job, Josh. Good plug.
And a couple in orange. He said he's gonna have some orange variants.
And they're the only officially odious licensed, Dino Hands too. By the way,
yes,
paperless odious license.
Yeah.
Oh man, so John, fantastic work, seriously, dude, and I'm so happy you got to answer these questions live for us, dude. Thanks for being willing. Again, you've been a marathon streamer these days, so
I have. I love it, and I'm exhausted by it. And Anders, you are not wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna take my bow though and let you enjoy Rocco. And I'll see you guys. In a couple of days. Well, I'll see Yimbo in a couple of days. Rocco, you gonna be there? You gonna be at Comic-Con?
Probably not, but Legion's Con, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, then I'll see all y'all at Legion's Con, but I will definitely see Yimbo this week. Bye, everybody.
Okay. See you,
Thanks again.
Thanks for joining us, J-Shot. See you, buddy.
Yeah, Rocco. Thursday to Sunday. So that's this coming week.
Wow.
That means we're gonna get some new Legends reveals, I think. And I didn't want to tell John, although he might still be hearing this. I think it was AZ Toy Hunters Guild, if I'm not mistaken, posted like NECA potential exclusives for con. So it's like,
there's a NECA.
Yeah,
there's a NECA. There's a NECA exclusive. I know.
Okay, I was gonna say, is all the exclusives revealed now? It's Monday.
I could do if it's a leak, let me know because I'll do a TikTok thing about it.
There you go. Yeah.
New NECA leak. Oh. One said shooters in the chat. Shout out.
Oh, Sir Trevor.
Hey, what's up, Trevor? How you doing, buddy?
It's buddy.
What's up, Trevor?
we gotta
be at Legion's Con.
Legion's Dad. We still gotta do a Legion's Daddy, Trev.
Yes.
But anyway, congratulations to Jay's Hot 8.
Yeah. Let's move on to number
4. That's crazy.
Oh, this is another Legion's Con Cabal hanger outer, buddy of ours, salvage cargo.
So now, did you guys pick up the Frankenstein?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Semi regret not getting it because
I just haven't opened
so many accessories.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing. I wanted it just for the accessories, and I was like,
I wanted it for the table and the jars and all that.
I want the Hadnon head. Like, I just want the little head with the white eyes, the bug eyes.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Yeah, because I have the ghost version, and people were making like him when he was still he's like a zombie, but he's not alive. But I don't know. So it's but yeah, so many cool accessories. I'm not really a Frankenstein fan, so I didn't buy it.
I've been getting all of the literary characters because I'm an English teacher, so it's been so cool. That like as I've connected with other teachers in the community, so like Dorklair, he's another guy that I was just talking to about that Frankenstein when his review dropped, and Task at Hand again, like these figures, what a tiny particular, like, are you an English teacher and also a toy collector? then it's like my hands are tied. So Frankenstein's over in the corner for his creature. So I haven't cracked it open yet, but again, I just can't pass on these like literary characters. Jacob Marley.
Yeah, Yimbo, I'm totally with you. Red Death was one of my favorites stories, and then Frankenstein was one of the first monster stories I ever read, and I loved it. And so getting this was just a treat. It really was a treat.
Yeah, so Rocco, you have that. Did you crack that one open yet?
I just got this from the flea market. There's a Cabal member at my flea market.
Oh, really?
He brings them sometimes, and he's always under retail. He's great. His name is Ken. I don't know if he wants to be known, but I get some stuff from him, and he had this for $50. I was like,
yeah,
good deal.
Yeah,
it's great,
right? And it's still sealed, and he said next week he's bringing Santa, so I'm gonna get a
Christmas. So mythic, non-mythic are the Christmas figures.
I don't have that Krampus, but Rocco, our again a mutual friend, Detour. So Steph had sent me the Santa, so that was so I have a Santa thanks to Detour because he's the best.
Yeah, he's great.
Love that man, love him.
He was like, when we were at the con like a bunch of years ago, he's like, you got to pick some of these figures up. I was like, all right. I don't know if I'm mad at him or if I love him because I went down such a path that I never probably would have went down, but I love him so.
And speaking of Detour, he also will have a table at Legion's Con, and he was showing off on Trevor's stream recently a vehicle he made for Cosmic Legions, and it looks sick. And I'm gonna buy one for sure.
Oh, he's making vehicles now.
He's making vehicles.
Did you hear his price? He's gonna be $50 for a vehicle. That's insane.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of vehicle are we talking about?
Like a space agey kind of sky cycle-y, but more in a cosmic realm.
Yeah, it's like a cyberpunk. Yeah. This is his throne. I got this at ToyCon.
Let me give you the right here.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
cool.
He puts there's lights. That's what killed me. I was like, this is cool by itself, but the lights and they work and they look so good. And so this is sick. Detour Customs can never give him enough shout outs.
Yeah, for sure. And great again, we have so many awesome. There's just Chris, was that you with the gift today at Target, right? Like, just like I'm gonna be good at Legion's Con. It's like, no, I'm gonna buy everything.
It's like, especially when you like go buy detours, you're like, I'll take that.
We've said it twice so far. When Chris and I go on these road trips to New Jersey, where essentially there's a hub of toys. So like Legion's Con, New Jersey Toy Con, to say like, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up, probably not much, and we leave with like a ton of stuff.
You can't not spend like $400 at Legion's table anytime.
I would love it if it was just $400.
A goblin. I need another goblin. You know what? I need another dwarf. You know,
it's really tough when Greg the Brute Scale is there because he like, first of all, he sells things for a living, so he literally is like, hey, you know what's great about this one? He tells a little story about it, but you can't get it without this one. And then he'll say like two.
Also, he'll add on to it, be like, and this one, we haven't sold this one in like 6 years.
It's really exactly. It's like, oh, did you see that? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you want that? Like group of people. There's a Minotaur, right? I'm like, yeah, I know there's a Minotaur. Put it away.
Greg's cool. He's really tall.
Cool. I know. I was about to say, and then he picks you up. Brings you over to the register.
When I used to go to Comic-Con, I used to go with him and all the ACBA guys. It was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
It was crazy, like because we would go in the Hasbro like panels and stuff, and it was we were the whole row. Like it's funny because I have an old channel that kind of like I got locked out of or anything, but there's like an old vlog if anyone finds it of me and all the ACBA guys like over 10 years ago at the Hasbro panel just being nuisance. It was a lot of fun.
Well, Rocco, at the beginning of the stream tonight, you had said that you typically don't have any regrets of purchases, and typically that's us too. Although these guys coming home from Legion's Con last year, the regret didn't hit until you guys opened the trunk. Right? It's at the moment.
It wasn't so much regret as it is like, oh dear Lord.
Yeah.
The best part was dropping. Right? I drop No.Chewing off. And we take everything out of my trunk and we put it right in front of his garage.
It's a lot.
And Yeah, it's like a ton of stuff.
It's
so
like
then
a
I'm
Honda
back,
Civic trunk worth of boxes, just like
yeah.
Pull
And
that.
then I'm doing like it had to been like a 20-point turn out of his like driveway.
The slowest turn I've ever seen a person leave a
And then
driveway.
all of a sudden I see the garage door go, and then I see his kids and his wife, and then his wife in my rearview mirror. I see his wife go, and then I'm like, bye.
So on that note, hold on, because I'm speaking with other toy daddies. How are your wives with your collecting? Because I get all the time in my videos, like when people just find out that my wife doesn't hate me for collecting, like people go, "You're so lucky! Oh my god!" What are your you're all good?
No, yeah.
Smart, you would say
all of our wives are pretty supportive
problems,
of this insane hobby that this expensive hobby that we're in right now. And I think the only thing that I ever get any feedback on is if I stream like 3 nights in a week.
Yeah, because she wants to be with you.
Yeah,
right.
It's that she wants to spend time with me. It's like, oh, that's not a terrible piece of feedback.
Right.
And when I show up with like a trunk worth of stuff, being like, because the night before I'm like, oh, I didn't buy much.
Yeah.
Show up with like,
you didn't buy much to
mountain,
you, but
mountain
to her it's a lot.
Yeah. Rocco, I was asked that question at Chubsy by our friend Rhino, and he was like, yeah, he's like, it's crazy, like I feel bad for when guys are like, because he asked, he's like, because I going home with a couple new toys from Chubsy Wubsy that week. And he's like, and I was like, I'm very fortunate. Again, she's very supportive of all of this. She trusts that I'm being fiscally responsible, in doing all these things.
That's exactly, your wife should trust that you're not spending the mortgage payment on some stuff. So that's more of like a relationship problem than a collecting problem, because everyone has hobbies, right? Our parents, they did, like motorcycles, or not coming home from the bar, or never coming home, or being absent. I don't know what people's, not me. My dad loves me. But dad does love me, but I'm trying to be relatable.
Right.
It is true. Like, I mean, the toys are good when they're not like I had a toy room where it also was like our coat room, and so many of the toys would fall into her like purse into work, and so she would go to work and she's like, what the hell is this? And then she'd pull out the Pink Ranger or something, and then and so I just recently moved everything down here, and it's a lot better. But for the most part, my wife only gets annoyed if I'm like streaming a lot and I'm not.
And that's a good wife, because she just wants to be. Other wives are like, please go stream, right? Like, if your wife is not worried that you're streaming all week, that's the problem.
Well, this
and then again,
Chris is going to come back with 2 HasLabs, 1 Giant Man, 1 Sentinel. So,
and the last one I came back with a Galactus too. So.
I was gonna say, like, optically, you know what it is? Sometimes I feel, but like it hasn't been the case for a while, but there was that stretch of after the dark times of the pandemic, like just like toys were showing up every day, and like there'd be like, if a couple of boxes hit more than a couple, I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. And even that, she'd still be like, I know, I trust it. I know what you're doing. You're selling your stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're good. But it's still, I feel like, oh, optically, that's bad. Even this weekend, I was cleaning my basement and bringing stuff up. So, like, I needed to move around here. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, she goes, I don't care. She's like, I don't care. Like, do what you have to do. This is good for you.
Well, yeah, it's like I set rules for myself with collecting. Like I could have bought 8 sets of skeletons today, and I would be fine. And I could write it off. I could do 10 reviews. I could sell them, whatever. But it's like, I find it more fun to collect with a little bit of rules that I put on it.
Oh yeah.
Because if you just buy all this stuff all the time, or it's just like, I don't know, it's like, what are you doing then? Then you're an addict. You know what I mean? Like, then you actually, it's not drugs, but it's might as well be. So
I mean, we know that Pharaoh Monch called it the plastic crack way back when, right? Also during that, when another big name of being like, hey, I collect toys. This is awesome. Like I remember that article in I forget which magazine that came out. That was great.
There are way worse things to, have an addiction for, or a hobby.
True.
It's a hobby.
True.
It's a hobby. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hobby. It's a great hobby, but it's a hobby.
Yes.
And even to your point, yeah, I agree with the constraints this year. At least, two of us, and sometimes Yimbo, tried to challenge ourselves to stay within like 100, not within 100, but be more conscious of your purchasing decisions. Keep it to 100 figures in a year, which sounds ridiculous already. And I think we made it pretty far. These two made it to San Diego Comic-Con, and I recently crossed mine like
I'm
a month ago.
I'm still about like 130, maybe 132.
I don't want to count.
I know it's always a hard moment.
It's very eye opening, and you're like, oh,
I'm like,
and a lot of those were pre-orders from last year. So
see, that's the thing.
The year before,
if you cut out pre-orders, it's a fun hobby. I think the part of collecting, it's like I don't want to buy something and then like forget about it, and then it shows up when I don't like. I pre-ordered. I like the Deadpool movie. I wanted those figures now, right?
Yeah.
I've thought about canceling them. I canceled Colossus.
Oh, no way. He's coming out soon too.
Comes out in 1 week.
Like I know. I don't care, but it's like because I know I don't need the figures. I have a stack of Marvel Legends that are awesome right there that I touched twice, So it's like I don't know.
No, it's true. It's also, do you go find yourself going back? Because like that was something when I was organizing this weekend. Like, oh man, I can't believe I haven't messed with this guy in forever. And look at these things. What am I doing?
To mess with the stuff that I already have more than once. I'm on like a whole different. But I do. I get stuff from companies. I have boxes coming I know it's poor me. I'm not. It's not that. I'm trying to my mental health. Like I want to have fun with the hobby. I want to not be. I'm a little overwhelmed sometimes. Do you guys get overwhelmed when you look at your stuff?
Well,
dude, I know.
Talking about that.
Yeah, I know. Our friend Zach Oat from Diamond Select,
yes.
And like he's somebody that I've thought about. Like, oh man, I should hit him up because there's some really great stuff dropping, and I'm just like, I gotta. For my mental, because people don't realize that like nothing's ever free. I mean, Trevor said that before on our stream. There's always that there was the obligation that you want to go in,
expectation or responsibility.
Yeah, right.
To, do something with it.
Yeah, and you want to, but
of course,
But
sometimes it's also good. Again, we always Toy Daddy's here.
Speaking of
prioritizing mental health.
Zach, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, he said
there you go.
Colossus and Apocalypse. That's awesome.
That Apocalypse, I do not have in hand. That Colossus is great, but
the Apocalypse is awesome, dude.
Yeah.
This one though, actually, I think this is one of the most underrated Marvel Selects, and I don't even care about the character. He's so fun.
Yep.
And he looks great.
Do you have the Crimson Dynamo?
Yes, but
the two of them together are gorgeous. Freaking,
oh my god!
Yeah, they're rock stars.
And I did the Ab Crunch mod on all the Diamond Select. You just take the thing out and you Dremel it a little bit, and I don't know, but he's not. Never gonna play with him. So what am I doing it for? But
I mean, they're also weapons too because they're heavy.
Yeah. Oh my god,
they're so heavy.
Like the thing, it's actually made out of a rock, so it makes sense.
The Juggernaut is it's like. Oh yeah, the thing is humongous. That's in storage. I wouldn't even pretend to put that on a shelf. But
Rocco, I've been teaching toy photography to my middle schoolers, and I don't tell them about this stuff. I just tell them like, hey, this is a thing that I do in my free time, and I brought in some stuff, including that thing. And a couple of people are like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, you can ward off a home intruder,
dude. Yeah, I don't know how they get away with. That's why it's like I'm so hard on Legends and Select and all the companies. It's like, look at what Diamond Select is doing with little distribution, and this is crazy. These are $30.
Yeah,
and they've kept that price forever. So I get a little flack for not just glazing, as the kids say. I'm learning slang because I post on TikTok, so I just get
look at you, Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity Toilet. Oh my god, I said that as a joke in one of my videos, and people brought it up months later. Like they're like, "You better stop saying Skibbity Toilet." I was like, "Oh my."
You cracked me up. You had that Dragon Ball with Trunks video that you killed me with that.
Oh, he says no cap. That's not what Dragon Ball says. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are we doing?
That was too funny. You had me going. Oh man, that was too good.
I'm so done. I'm so done.
Chris, I appreciate you trying to get us back on the photo.
I'm trying to get us back on track, guys. We can totally digress. I do want to get rid. I want to get through this too.
So
we have some
I will say, Salvage Cargo had a string again, like, got that Frankenstein's creature in, and then just had this amazing. First of all, the diorama that this guy, I know, Rocco, you were saying the accessories and just the building, the world building, like I had
really
trouble
went off that far on. I gotta have you guys on my channel one day because I go, I yap, and we only yap on my channel, so we could just go off unfiltered.
There we go.
Okay. Rocco, this stream used to be a 4-hour stream. We've done a really good job of tightening it up.
You know what? During the coof, I used to do the 4 or 5 hour streams. I think everyone was doing it. It was we needed it because we were all dying. So it was like,
This was 2 months ago.
Oh my god! Well, there you go.
No, it's true though. But man, so get back on track. This is a spectacular photo and a whole series. So when you go check out Salvage Cargo's account, like literally just different stories and angles of this scene that he created, and it's just ridiculous.
I have been, because my page too, my Instagram is filled with the Frankenstein pictures, and it's kind of giving me FOMO a little bit. But again, I keep reminding myself, I don't even know the character. Like, let it go. Like save your money for Legion's Con. But yeah, beautiful picture. Great picture.
Where you can buy
this at Legion's Con and be like, all right, it's a sign.
You're
the universe told me to buy this.
Maybe.
I'm totally taking that photo of Rocco walking out with the Frankenstein.
Yeah, let's see if I make it out of there both days without this figure.
You're walking out with
it. Greg is gonna have his hand on your shoulder, handing you the Frankenstein, and that's the picture I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Salvage Cargo, fantastic shot.
One note: I love the lightning in the window.
That's what I that caught my eye too. Yep.
Perfect. All right, let's get to the top 3.
We're good.
Huh? We're good.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. All right, this is the other picture of this top 10 that I did not nominate. This is Inari_Toys. This was nominated by Adrian's Action Shots. So again, I mean, it just so happened that I sent in a lot of noms that worked out for me this week.
So Yimbo is really secretly, you got to look between the lines. He's really complaining that someone ruined his perfect game.
I mean, I sent in a lot of nominations. I almost could have had all 10.
Thanks, Jan.
But this is a badass shot. This is so cool, and I want to highly articulate. It's teasing me about shiny Yimbo. This is just it's my old baseball team jacket, and it's postseason baseball. So that's all. I'm just shining in my my coach's jacket right now.
You're glazing.
Yeah. But it reminds me of this leather jacket shine going on with this figure right here. So I don't. What are you guys thinking?
You did it for Italian, right?
A little bit too, with the green. Yeah.
Dude, I have to just say, I watched the promo you guys made with my wife, and we were dying. It was so good. I appreciate that. It was a lot. I was like, okay, I am gonna have fun on this stream because when you go on a stream, you never really know if you're gonna mesh,
Right.
But I just said, okay, this is like, I'm excited. This is gonna be fun.
Well, we appreciate that. I'm glad. Did you like today's thumbnail too?
I'm like, yeah.
That was good.
I was cracking myself making that. I was like, I hope he likes it. But Rocco, what do you catching about this photo right here?
So obviously Terminator is cool, and I like it has the gate. It's framed pretty. It's framed well. He has the gate in the background just blurry enough.
Mm-hmm.
He has some light or something on the left side just to kind of break it up. It gives depth, and it's Arnold, you know.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain this was a scene in the movie, like him getting off the motorcycle like this. It looks like a movie scene.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the eye. I like the eye being lit all the way through the
Oh,
glasses
just-
too.
yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's what I noticed. I noticed that also.
We have answers from Chris, so very appreciative of third place, super honored. So here we go. The first question of the story. So everything is tangible in this photo except for the red eye. How do you like that?
Oh wow.
The background is the buildings at night on the NECA backdrop that comes with the diorama.
All right,
the bike,
I like that.
Right? That's neat. The bike isn't really to scale, but it works. Obviously, the figure is from the Mafex brand, but everyone would have guessed that. I love the plastic on those figures for photos and lighting. So there we go. That's the Mafex Arnold's. Very cool. What's making Chris happy right now is the overall good vibes. It's a small world, and I find that people are super open to discussions. Again, welcome to the top 10. That's got what we do for hours here. And I asked if you were a Green Lantern, what would be the first thing you'd make with a power ring? And if I had that power, I would make myself a supersonic jetpack. Second jetpack of the evening, everybody. So I could buy figures in the USA and Japan to avoid shipping fees.
Oh man.
Well done. And
that's
of
a really
course,
good idea.
I would participate in your amazing toy conventions. Greetings from France. So well done, Chris.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I love that the ToyPic community is global. It's so nice. Again, sharing this love of all of these franchises and our articulated plastic. So well done, and Nari_toys.
Perfect.
Yep. Oh, and now we're back to me. So this is
spotlight on Yimbo.
So this is Mr. Toys Enigma. Toys Enigma.
Toys Enigma. Yeah,
Toys Enigma, right? Yeah. Well,
looks good.
I didn't get answers, just as a little FYI. But this picture again gives me all of those Lost in Translation vibes. Anytime you have that, again, the outdoor shots can work, Rocco. You know, especially.
I was just sending my toy photography pictures to my online. So I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm sorry. I was just the pictures didn't send, and now I have them. But yeah, I don't personally like the outdoor shots. It's just me personally. I know they do well. People do see, and that's the thing too. Hold on, can we get spicy or real on you? Sure. Not about this person, just about general.
Yes.
Now, I like people who do toy photography because they like it, right? Like it's like you said, like sometimes it's not about doing the back behind the scenes. It's like you like doing the setup and everything, and you do the shot. And when I was like heavy into toy photography, I noticed like a lot of people just did things for likes and for and the clout of doing it. And to me, I think that's such a waste of time because likes don't mean anything,
right?
Unless it's your job. Like if you're professionally doing this stuff, then go for it. I never, I don't judge anything anyway. But
right.
I've noticed like so many people just like do things because they're looking for other people's approval, not necessarily like if I do something I want, if other people appreciate it and enjoy it, that's cool. But you shouldn't do anything just for other people's approval or likes, because then you're gonna get let down, and then you're gonna quit, and you'll never get good or whatever. That's how I.
So and I'm just gonna push back a little bit, Rocco. So you're saying everyone who does outdoor shots are doing it for the likes. That's what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly the correlation I was making.
No, but Rocco, that's the best advice that we try to remind people here all the time, because especially as we combat the algorithm and all of the things, and like I posted a photo, all right, it didn't do like what my which my numbers are nothing compared to the stuff that's out there, and but I make these pictures for myself, and then I hope that, like you said, people enjoy them. I feel like you have to do things for the love of the game, And then if you feel that burn, like it's burnout's real, whether it's in a hobby or your profession or otherwise. Like you have to mix things up or just take that break. So
there's a video that Sir Dork does that talks about like likes, and he goes, if 20 people like your video, that means 20 random people that you don't know say, hey, I like it, and he goes down the line. That is a lot of people. Like 10 is a lot of people, 20 is a lot of people. Like, be happy with what you receive. And again, it's not, and we've said this from the beginning, it shouldn't be about the likes, right? It's the love of toy photography, whether you love the toys, whether you love learning a new craft, which is photography, whether it's learning a new skill, whether how to shoot smoke when No.Chewing gives you a note, like all of that, but more smoke. But all of it is just, as going back to what Rocco was saying, like just the love of it. And you notice when someone loves the actual craft, because you feel it in this photo, just like you would do in this photo right here. Like, it's beautifully put together.
Right. And Machu is making a point. He goes, hold up, Yimbo, you get on the top 10 with likes. That's true, but that's that's when you're in the contest, and there's the contest act, like part of this to end up here for us to talk about it on this show. But up until then,
I mean, it's true.
I went on that nominating run. That felt so good. Like I just threw up a thing to my story. Like I would be honored to check out pages if you've never, if you either never been nominated or you haven't, it's been a while. Like, let me know. And I spent like all morning, and it was really nice dedicating that time to the community because, like my kids are around playing, but like I'm getting these things. I'm like, man, and this is so neat. And it was just really nice to, again, connect with people, to have that. Again, you never know how a compliment or, just a nomination is going to make someone's day. And it's just, it felt really good I was doing it just for the smiles, and it was nice that, it was just it was a good day. It was a really nice Saturday morning for me.
Yeah. Your hobby should be your hobby, sometime. Unless, like I said, like 1/6 shooter, it's his job, right? To do photography. I know a few other people that work for Jazzwares and stuff. Like, that's their job. That's different.
Right.
But like, what I noticed is when I came into toy photography, everyone was trying to be really good with the dioramas, with this stuff. And I noticed now with like TikTok and the younger kids, I did a video about this, and it really kind of was true. I had like an idea, and I put it out there, and it just from people's responses, it kind of, the young kids do the hand posing, as they call it, hand posing, right? Where you just have like a Spider-Man or a Daredevil or whatever's popular. I noticed whatever's trendy, the younger kids want it, because we were young, right? Everyone's posing this Frankenstein, and now you got to get a Frankenstein. And so the hand posing got really popular because it gets likes, and it's like, and it's cool, right? Like I follow some people who only post hand posing because their poses are really good.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
But now, what if those poses were in a diorama, right? Or this and that. But then I noticed the diorama pictures don't really get a lot of likes because the algorithm doesn't push them as much, I guess, right? I don't know.
We've tried to speculate, Rocco, because I remember that reel. I commented. I saw Sir Dork comment. Like people say, because and what was really great again about the community responding to that was so many people saying like, "Hey, whatever is going to make you happy, like again, whatever's going to float your boat, and do that." And then like we're here for the art. Like I'm a fan of toys. I'm a fan of all the different stuff. But I'm with you. It's like there's Marvelous Action Figure Pose, another East Coast boy. I've been following his insane posing, and whether it's hand picks or on his kitchen counter or table, like I've then borrowed, like I've asked him like, hey, can I try to replicate that in a dio? And he was down for that, like just to try to see
some screenshots of really crazy Spider-Man poses just to see if I could freaking do it. Like the posing is an art. But it's like you take it that next step, and you could have something really crazy. But it's like, why? Because the algorithm pushes us, and that's what it does, right? The algorithm itself, because I love the analytical things, right? Because that's what I kind of do with my YouTube. I'm like, all right, Instagram wants reels, right? Let me give them reels. I try to listen to whatever what website I'm on tells me.
Right.
But I'm different, right? I'm on this kind of a job, kind of a hobby. It's a little different. It's not like someone just posting for fun. So, but the algorithm definitely pushes people to what works, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I saw someone said, "Don't tell Sir Dork is great. We're friends.
Yeah.
Like I talk to him. He only does outdoor shots. It's not for me, but his stuff does. Look at his profile. He's huge because those work.
Right.
You know, like so, but people will see him and they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna copy that. Hopefully for the right reasons, not because it's what's popular. But then again, at the end of the day, who gives it? If getting likes makes you happy, then go for it. You know?
And you know,
and just
sorry.
I just wanted to point this out. Like, Cody, this is absolutely true. Like, all of us created a social media account for at least some validation, because some of us do have a little bit of an ego just to get that validation and be like, hey, I just want a thumbs up on this thing. That's why we're going to post it. So there is that piece of it as well. So just throwing that out.
I had a channel members only stream right before here, and I thought no one was in the chat, and I was like, all right, guy, well,
oh my god,
no, it was packed, Yimbo.
It was packed on members only streams. You don't see how many people are in there. It freaks you out, right?
Yeah, I was like, well, I guess no one's here, but all right, you know, like I you know,
I
usually try to beat my ego down, but man, this is still a little blow.
Yeah. No, it's freaky. That messes with you. Yeah.
No, so it's true. But the Rocco, what I was gonna say is like outdoor shots and hand poses are also a great. It's a lower barrier for entry. Whereas like
these guys, I don't.
No.
I'm gonna get so much flack leaving the stream. Like,
no, it's fine.
It's a great entry point for people.
We're gonna cut this up
and just say Rocco the Great talk smack about outdoor. Yeah.
You know who hates outdoor shots? And then we'll show this
guy. Yeah. I'm all for it. That'll do pretty well. So I'm all for it.
Right. You know who hates you?
Were you thinking about having fun outside with your action figures? Well, not to him.
Rocco the Great says, "Get a diorama, nerd."
No, we fake beef between Rocco and Sir Dork.
Yeah.
Start stitching those together.
All right. Well,
photography fail.
Well, I will say this has taken me years to build my city, thanks to like guys like Lone Wolf Labs and just all sorts of just amazing Dio people. So again, like being able to get people excited about toys is always, again, that's why I'm here for whatever people want to post. You know, I'm assuming they're proud of that. That's why they're sharing it with the world. I want to enjoy it, especially if there's some badass poses. And then again, like I said, you know, all of this stuff took years, to build.
And on that, to piggyback, Machu Toy, and that's what I got a lot in the comments. It's totally true. The younger kids said they can't afford dioramas. I get it. I get it. But it does, it also works. So they're not going to be, like when I got into toy, I wanted to, Boog Nice, right? I wanted to get into dioramas. I wanted to get. Does he? I don't know if he does outdoor shots.
He does not.
No.
They don't pay you the big bucks to do outdoor shots.
Yeah, he simulates that beautiful sunlight.
Shooter told me that. He said, I don't get paid the big bucks to do outdoor shots, so outdoor shots are not worth anything.
This is Trevor behind the camera. F the sun.
Yeah.
No, the power of the sun in the palm of my hands. That's what he
That's what he does. That's what he does.
And then Pablo has his own issue where IG just labels his work as AI when it's clearly not.
Poor Pablo.
Insane.
Pablo is such a beautiful, beautiful practical photographer, and he gets crushed with, because seriously, it's been multiple times. His work's so good. This man paints his own backdrops. That's how talented he is.
At first, I would joke with them and say, like, hey, it's just, the universe trying to level the playing ground for us. So like you get labeled as AI so we can like get a little more shine, but no, this keeps happening to him. It's awful.
Well, you know what Instagram does, right? If you ever notice, like if you ever lose service and you're on Instagram, it has the coding of a picture. It has a description. Sometimes, like if your thing's not loaded, it'll say little girl, red dress. It has like like you said, if the picture's too good, it thinks you're posting a picture of AI, or it thinks you're posting a picture of a movie or something. And something just fell in my toy. What fell? I don't know, but too many actually. I don't fix it. Do you guys fix your action figures when they fall? I leave them.
No, I mean
it depends.
The way that they fall sometimes, that they're stacked kind of deep, and then they're leaning against the door.
Yeah. No,
so I guess this D12's never gonna be touched again.
Yeah.
I don't know how to solve this today, so it'll be whenever I die. Someone will have to take care of that.
Well, man, again, this going back to this photo, guys. This is a really well done outdoor shot.
Beautiful photo. It's
beautiful
great.
photo.
And none of the things we said right now had to do anything with this photo.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. No, this is a really
none of the things
shot,
you said. Yeah.
No. I love outdoor shots. I don't know what Yimbo is talking about.
I think the pose is great. The bokeh is awesome.
And the mushroom, the choice, like having that scale of that's such a great choice. So yeah, really well done.
I do like the lighting, and they did a great job with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Mr. Toys Enigma. Oh yeah.
Very cool.
And here is Sage Action Lens. I was on such a Keaton kick the last couple of weeks with nominating. Anytime I saw people risking taking out their Mezco 89 Batman.
Yep.
Taking out their Beetlejuice figures. I get it.
What a risk.
Rocco, do you have that Mezco Keaton, that 89?
No, and I'm glad I didn't, because I saw, I covered the news of the what is it, 2-3 year wait? Was it
3+ year?
And then the rippage. I had people, because before I make a video, I like to get a little bit of actual information from people that had problems. And someone told me right out of the package he had a rip in the crotch. So that's gotta suck. 3 years for a crotch rip.
Yeah.
No, and Machu, I did nominate this, and I really like this shot too. What I'm saying is, I was on a kick. Like any time in the last couple of weeks that I saw, like It All Figures ended up with only having 1 day worth of algorithm traction, making the top 10 last week with this with a Mezco Keaton shot. And Machu did also at some point did an 89. That's right.
Can I address a comment in the chat?
Oh, of course.
Can you highlight KJ Smith about with the it's funny clickbait king? Can you? And it's like I said, if someone's doing something for a job, then I'm all for it. So it's like if they're doing their bokeh backgrounds for the background, whatever. My videos, I have to be cringe, or else you see nobody. You need to piss people off, or else there's no, So this is like my job. So I gotta do Bandai failed again and Marvel Legends suck or whatever. But it's if someone's taking their pictures and making money, then they get, I applaud anybody who finds a way to monetize your hobby, because it's not easy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And hey, like I've gone all three of us have done the Mr. Rogers route, and it is a slower growth, because again, like if you're not like, hitting those nerves, sometimes, again,
I can't help but to talk smack sometimes, though. I can't hold it in.
But this is why this is fun, Rocco. Like seeing this other side of you. And again, I encourage people to go to your live streams, are a blast too. So yes, you do,
if you want to get a sense of the real me, go to my live streams. That's where I'm chill. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, so this shot is great. Oh, and Machu also shot the Hot Toys Keaton. I know, Machu. I know. Old Grumpy Nerd is watching the 89 Batman movie right now. That is amazing. And awesome. Jukebox Hero. Some people wait years to get their crotch ripped.
Yeah. It's a blessing. Yeah.
I'm afraid I haven't taken mine out of. I bought like a museum plastic acrylic case that came with white gloves, and ever since my initial photos with him, he's just been in there, and I've been so afraid recently to take him out. I do get worried. But man, what do you guys like about the shot? Other than like, I know why I picked it. So what's jumping out to you guys?
Yeah.
Chewy, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's
I love when people are able to use a Keaton figure, make it look like a still from the movie. Really nice job. I love the Batmobile on the back. That's cool. Overall, it's a good photo.
Good eye. I didn't notice it until you said it, and now I see it. That's good.
It's a nice touch. Even the little bit of the wall that's lost in the bokeh, it looks kind of like that Gotham City kind of like graffitied up walls. So very good shot.
Wait a second. Is this picture taken outside?
No,
an actual brick wall.
Oh, okay. I was about to.
No, that looks like the McFarlane Batmobile behind him too, with in the bokeh there, because it looks like that canopy.
For sure, that plastic, right?
Unfortunately, so Sage Action Lenses, Michael Carrillo, he was on a flight. I just got the message at 9:15. So I'm just checking out. So I was like, I thought I had answers, but we don't have answers, but that's okay. Michael, send them in whenever you want.
So
yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
So Michael, if you want to hit me up, we'll be able to do a little something with that. But congratulations, man. Coming in first place is no joke. And well done. Top 10.
Awesome.
What a hell of a top 10.
Congrats.
Who picked these photos?
I gotta say, no, that was a good. I think that was a good listing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Good variety. Good job, Yimbo. Picked a nice spread. But Wade Crate has some really good questions, Rocco. Pineapple on pizza?
It's funny because we actually had a live stream where I tried for the first time. Me and I tortured my guest too. I had a guest also try it. We both bought pineapple pizza, and my
pineapple. That's it.
Yeah,
just
my takeaway is that it doesn't taste like it goes on it. In my opinion, it's like maybe it should have been hot pineapple maybe on top.
So we tried it at Legion's Con last year.
Okay.
We put pineapple. I think it was
jalapeno.
Was it a full
jalapeno?
Was it a full Hawaiian pizza though?
Oh yeah.
So pineapple, pepperoni, and ham. Sorry, ham.
Yeah.
And jalapeno.
The jalapeno is a great touch, for the record.
Now I'm telling you,
that sounds
perfect.
That sounds okay. I would like to be, a believer, but yeah, I like.
I'm with you.
That was the first time I tried it. Loved it. It was really good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm usually not. I don't like sweet on my.
But I will say, from a bias perspective, we're in very good moods and very good spirits. And when a pizza shows up at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and you're
no, dude, it was like 11:30.
Yeah, it was late.
Was it? Okay.
It could have been a pizza
really good spirits. So at that point, it was perfect.
No, it was good. The last time I had a Hawaiian pizza was probably 20 years ago. Before that, at like Papa John's.
Oh no,
Papa John's.
Just not.
You dip the crust in the garlic sauce afterwards. That's perfect.
Well, see, so I live a very Italian life, right? So it's not like I don't eat Domino's. We have like Italian. I have people in my family from Italy that make Italian food. So it's it's like telling some Mexican guy to eat Taco Bell and like, what does he think about it? It's like Taco Bell's good, but like, is it Mexican food? Like I wouldn't say so. So it's like, if pineapple on pizza, if I have a good slice, I'll try anything, like I don't care. Yeah. But I don't get where the meme came from though. Cause it's like pineapple, anything could work together. So I don't know where that started and how
Ratatouille.
Such a meme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm Rocco. I have to I classify them as, because there's the New York style. Like we have some great places around here. I took the guys to Morristown for this awesome pizza.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I categorize like Little Caesars and Domino's and Pizza Hut and Papa John. Like they're like a style of pizza that I'm only in the mood for. Like
when you're
maybe
drunk.
Randomly,
11:30 at night. It's perfect. Perfect timing.
Yeah. You see, like if you guys, I'll show you some good places. Like I take a lot of pride in finding like really good food places. Yeah. Oh my God. And he said he doesn't like rage bait. That comment is 100% rage bait.
SpaghettiOs, perfect.
Oh man.
Also great at 11:30 at night.
I tried SpaghettiOs one time in college, Rocco. I couldn't. I was like, this is not. What is this?
SpaghettiOs is gross. Yeah.
Well, Rocco, just so you know, I grew up in an Italian deli. My grandparents had one for like 50 years in Orange, New Jersey. And so I grew up folding ravioli boxes and stocking tomato sauce and everything. It was.
You know how I knew you knew it? Because you didn't say raviolis. You said ravioli.
Yeah. Come on now.
But I'm saying that's how I knew. In the opening, you said ravioli, and I was like, okay, he knows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love ravioli too.
Well, dude, in my mind, you're Italian, so you can tell me you're anything else after this, and it doesn't matter, dude. You're coming to the Sunday dinner, okay? You got a seat at the table.
My wife's still.
I'll bring my own capicola, my gabagool,
and the mozzarella. You got to go mozzarella because my wife will still teal. She's the Irish one, so she's like mozzarella. I'm like, no, mozzarella. So fresh mozz. Come on.
It's the more American Italian you are, the less syllables you say. So it's like
mozz,
the gabagool. It's like that's how it got from capicola to gabagool. You know what I mean? Like 1-6. Are you? You're not Italian. You're Irish. What's Trevor, right? He's not Italian. He's not Italian for sure.
Oh, Olive Garden. You know what's funny? The times of my life I've gone to Olive Garden, I have to get the white Alfredo sauce because my mom never made it. Like she refused.
Your family.
So I'd have a point of comparison.
Alfredo sauce is not Italian.
Right. So that was that's why I couldn't. I mean, also I was like, all right, because everything else goes back to my mom and my mom's sauce.
Yeah, I like that. All right. And he's married to Italian. That's good enough for me.
There we go.
Yeah.
He's.
I'm trying to test out all the Italian collectors. That's my question. I ask everybody. You know, like The Walking Dead, they used to ask, like, did you ever? You know, he had like, what did he have? Like the 2 questions he asks everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is, are you Italian? That's what I ask everybody.
The other important question from where you create: do you back into a parking spot, or if you see an open spot on the other side, you just pull through?
I don't
there's like 3 parts.
I never.
do you pull through? Those are the simple.
I definitely don't back into parking spots though.
Yeah. Well, no, if you go, the backing into, that's not like, if you go in, do you stop if there's a space in front of you?
Oh, do I go? No, because I have a back that opens and I'm usually putting stuff in the back of it. So I'll stay on the other side that I could open the back.
Okay. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
That's
question is misleading.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What?
Shag no back.
No back it in.
Who backs in to stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Is that like that's like an inside joke?
Too much new toys.
Too much new toys.
Called you out.
Started a video where
because you were doing a toy hunt, Chris.
I did a toy hunt, and he's like, "Check out what this toy
psychopath
is egregious." And instead of pulling through, I stopped, even though there was a spot right in front of me. So we had a little like back and forth every.
I love that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I love that. Well, why did you stop?
Because of the. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking, but
because
of the back, right?
Because of the back.
He was picking up so many toys. He needed, the full access to the.
I mean, did you see that haul from the? I don't even remember what I bought.
Giant man, all the giant.
Yeah, I bought a lot of figures. That's why.
So Rocco, so you were live before our show tonight. So is it every Monday at
7
o'clock? Okay.
It used to be Mondays at 8. And then I had a baby, and then I didn't do lives for a while, and then I started doing them earlier. So I like early because after that it's wife time, and then it's bedtime.
Yeah. Fair. Well, which is why we also appreciate the extra marathon from you tonight, because again, we know that Toy Daddy low energy, so we really do appreciate you jumping on it. I'm just giving everybody a heads up. I'm not trying to kick you out, Rocco. I'm just being respectful of the time because.
Damn. Okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Hey,
yeah.
I'm on it now. Yeah, I'm trying to be on it.
Okay, dude. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you. It was great. I want to have you guys on my channel, so we'll talk about that.
That'd be awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
and
love that.
in touch. Thank you guys. Oh wait, hold on. I want to share. Can I share?
Oh yeah, no. I was just giving the heads up that like
yeah.
we have like a 15-minute. This is our
Just
countdown.
kick me off. Have balls.
No.
Just say
And,
no, we're not.
Go
we're not getting off yet.
And I wanted you to bring up something because Rocco, congratulations, man. Because you want to show that?
Yeah,
post,
we sold out of my heads today. Oh yeah.
There
you got it up. Thank you. You're good.
Yeah. So well done, man. Yeah, this is so cool. Again, this is something that like I've always seen, throughout the years you doing this, and I love that you've built a community of people that are super into all of this artwork. I love it.
Well, yeah, during the COOF, we were live streaming a lot. So the people on my channel watched it happen just from an idea to where we were talking about it to where I just said, you know what? I found this guy that 3D sculpts. I was like, we're just going to do it. And then it was starting as a head. Then I'm like, no, I'm doing the whole body. And it was like, and then it just went from there. And I sold out. Thanks to God, every single drop I had sold out. And it was just like so blessed. And because it's not Daredevil, it's not Spider-Man. It's a totally new character. It's my own creation. It's like, it's really humbling and awesome. And it's just like crazy what you can do on the internet of just like people heard my story. These are my designs I did graffiti growing up when I was 13. I created this guy Goose Faba, and he stayed with me my whole life, like just tagging him, drawing him, not on walls. Graffiti's bad, kids. But during the COOF, I was just like 2022. I still remember it was like right before 2022, I think. It was like that Christmas. I was like, let's do it. And then we started the year strong, and it was just like boom, figure, drop. And it just kept growing. Then I did different characters. I did my Fat Cap Joe. I did right here. I got a little like shrine of all my figures right here.
Oh, cool.
And they were inspired.
We'll give you the one shot. There you go.
So my figures, this is a little shrine of originally I did these little art toys back in like 2012-ish. These little
wow.
This bag has seen better days, but those little pink things, those were like a little kit bash that I got made by you guys. He's pretty popular. Casting Cave, actually.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we were we talked all the time on Facebook, and he actually made a bunch of I made the sculpt, sent it to him, and those were handmade. And then now I get them. So, and then those are all the figures, and it's just my little shrine. And then they were inspired by 3A toys right here. This is an artist. Oh, there we go. An artist that linked up with 3-0, the 12-inch figure company, and they made art figures of his toys. One fell, but so that was my story. I was holding this figure in my hand, right? This was the first, before Mezco, this was the first 6-inch cloth figure. And the toy collecting world was not ready for it yet. It got, totally ignored and clowned. And then Mezco did 1/12 collector, and no one liked that one either. And people forget it was, I remember they were like clearance. That Daredevil was on Amazon for like $20. People were like, I don't want dolls. And one day I was just holding this and the Christmas Gomez in my hand. And I said, oh, this Christmas Gomez figure, the Mezco Gomez Roach is just a head sculpt on top of a stock body that they use for other things. And I said, I'm going to get blank bodies, and I'm going to put my things, and I sew, not like J-Shot. I know he didn't like sewing. I actually sew. I make all the little clothes and stuff myself. And and it was just like, it was just like a thing. And it's just for fun. I'm not trying to, I'm doing it at my pace. That's why sometimes I'll have a drop of like 15 figures. And then tonight I just had a drop of 5 heads. That's it. So, but I'm having a blast. It's just all fun.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
That's
Well, that's why I wanted to highlight it because, again, congratulations. And it's something that I was going to say, like, I was wondering about, like, how many times, like, if you have it set or if it's just a passion project. But then again, like, that's so neat. So how many different things do you try to come out with over the course of a year? Like, different things, you know?
Well, so since like 2022, I think there are over 100 full figures out there.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I've had like they are usually of drops of 10, sometimes a limited, but yeah. So there are 100 full figures out there.
That's amazing. That's really such a great feeling. It's such a great feeling.
And my price point is 130. Their figures are not cheap, so they're really a little art piece. And so, you know, it's not like a $20 figure that people are investing in. So that makes it even more. You know, they see like the clothes that I have to iron the little letters on and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's unreal.
And well, that's what's so great about
words to it.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that. I love that.
Well, you know what's really unreal? Just like how inspired I'm hearing about this, because we have something that's very similar. At least I have something that's very similar. So when I was 9 years old, I grew up and I made my own character. I named him Laser Man. And I don't know if you've seen this before, but you know, 30 years later, on one board day, I decided to make my own Laser Man. And the whole the best thing about Laser Man is the story. So the story itself is that he was a young boy that lived on a farm. His father was a CEO of a dairy company. And then one day he gets kicked in the chest by his best friend Cow. And he needed emergency surgery. But during that night, and think of like the new analogy is shitty Smallville. Have you seen Smallville? Think like it's like terrible. This is like
CW. I know. Okay, yeah.
So like meteorite, and it just affects everyone and gives them superpowers. But it affects Larry Laserman. That's that's my character. He gets his own powers and becomes Laserman. So I wanted to show you, like, since you've been inspired, you do your own like characters. Like, I want you to like check out this figure. I want you to like,
oh my God, give me some. Wait, I cannot wait.
So I'm gonna pull it up. Here we go.
But that story though, that's a CW pitch right there.
Whoops, sorry. Hey, hold on.
I'm making this full screen. Hold on.
Here we go. And then we got to do this.
What are you doing?
I want to do.
Machu already got off at the elevator pitch. This is my floor. There we go.
Okay,
there we go.
There's an L on his head, and there's an L on his chest.
Yes. So I told you the story. What I really wanted, Rocco, was you to do one of your videos doing Laser Man.
I was hoping that there was a laser coming from somewhere else, if I'm being honest. I thought we were getting like an SNL in the 80s. With that pitch, I was thinking like he had like this big laser contraption in his crotch. I don't know why.
Well,
I was just
here's the thing. Like Laser Man, like I said, there are many people affected by Laser Man. So here's some other characters that I made.
So there are multiple Laser Men?
Oh,
there's a Rogues Gallery.
Is that Eternals figure?
It is.
It might be. Whoa, not unconfirmed.
This guy's Fecal Matter. We call him Fecal Matter.
Okay.
This one, hold on. This is Reflect Sean.
I could see all these on a shelf on Ollie's right now.
He's got a cool goatee. See?
Okay.
Well, actually, that's where I got them. Then this is
oh no,
Egg Sheeran. No relation.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, no relation.
Oh my goodness.
This one doesn't play the guitar.
Yeah,
but he could.
He could.
That's right. Hold on.
It's still more
I haven't lost you yet.
Oh my God.
We have Spudderman. The funny thing about him is that he skipped work that day of the meteor shower and didn't get any superpowers, but instead he pretends that he has them by throwing potatoes.
Now, hold on. Now, I think this actually is a comic right here. the whole world gets superpowers, but one guy that dresses like a
doesn't.
superhero. And this is a pitch. Send this video.
Well, what was the last 10 minutes?
Dude, what is it? The people who make the Ronin Ninja Turtle comic. What is it, ICW?
Yeah.
They would make your comic, dude.
Well,
that would
okay.
be amazing.
Okay,
Right, hold that thought.
It gets worse.
Biggs, thank you.
Okay.
We also have
that guy's my favorite so far.
Hey man. Get it?
Okay, like is he a villain?
He-Man?
Tendrils of hay.
Hey,
is he a villain?
We're not sure yet. We're just making up.
No, I'm pretty sure he is.
He's
that face mask is not his own face, so he's a serial killer.
This guy's his best friend, and he gets
there.
Powers.
We go.
This is Mudarin,
the pride and joy,
the divine bovine.
Well, because the dairy, right? The dairy farm.
Yeah.
He got hit with the full meteor.
Yeah, because he was right next to him. Because he was going to donate his heart to Larry Laserman. Here's another one. You may recognize him. This is Yimboner.
Why am I missing a hand?
You know why you're missing the hand.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's been decided by Dave Igo why you're missing the hands.
Okay, you've been working out.
And so more. Yeah, he had to wait. Yeah.
He's a sailor.
Yeah.
I think the best thing about Laser Man is that literally this was an idea that I talked about when I was like 9, and we talked about it on Yimbo's stream, and then everyone went off with it. I have like a whole list of different villains names that people from the community have contributed to.
Isn't that how amazing live streams? It's funny because we had 2 different ways, only mine was a little bit more serious than yours. I ended up with these guys, and you got. I do like the what is it? Spooderman?
Sputterman. This one,
Sputterman.
Diggs Figs made this guy.
I think there is a story here, and I think you guys could.
There is a story. I wrote a 6-page draft.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you have the platform. I say you go with it. You make this something.
Well, honestly, and I'll be quite honest, when you were saying the story, or like talking about the community, talking about getting people's input, and you're like, why don't I just make this? Well, copyright infringement does stop a lot of this, but second of all, we're thinking about just redesign, but the whole story about it is just so much fun.
Yeah,
dude,
absolutely.
Go for it. The people who watch your streams every week are gonna wanna. No,
this is serious. Yeah,
I get it, but I'm saying like do it,
dude. We had
I agree.
Dave Igo on talking about monsters, and he hit us with some great stuff. So we appreciate this, Rocco.
Dude,
look
Odious, right? Odious was just his icon, and he turned it into people want to support other people in the community. We all buy toys, right? We were talking about Frankenstein. I don't even like Frankenstein. I want to buy the figure. It's like people want to buy cool figures, and it's like that
be our tag? I don't even like Laserman, but I want it.
Well, so you guys don't like anime because your story is almost One Punch Man. Like he doesn't, like all the villains are like that's the vibe I was getting when you were talking, but not in a copyright way. Like meaning like he is like a hero, but he's kind of like not like a lame hero, but he's not like Superman, and he's not like a good hero, but he's still a hero. And I think, dude, go for it.
I like
why not
the Sputterman? Yeah, that could be something.
Because I think you go with him, right? You go with him. You tell the story around him, and Laserman is a character in your thing.
All right,
this is another good approach.
It's a good approach.
Another.
We've always pushed that Mudarin is the of the duo, like Laserman and Mudarin are best friends. It's really Mudarin's story because that's such an interesting version of a hero showing up, and then Laserman is I don't know, a schmuck or something.
Wait, so Mudarin is a hero? Because I think he should be a villain.
Well,
That
he
could
is
be
a villain.
interesting,
He
too.
started
Imagine
as
he just, I see him smashing Laserman's head like into the cement,
Mm.
and then going, like the horns.
There's our first animation right there. We need to do
this
that.
is
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it like has like that, like like your hero is in peril.
punchline man, guys.
Punchline man, perfect.
Punchline man. It's going in the notes, guys.
Oh my god! I even like Wade Create the Divine Bow and 2% milk, 100% hero, but now Mooter the anti-hero. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I
so
like.
good. It's so good.
I mean, the character can go through a story arc, like maybe he starts off as a baddie, learns a lesson along the way, power of friendship, and becomes a hero.
That's too. I want evil villains again. Call me crazy. I want my villain to be just bad to the bone. No, because now all we're doing is getting redemption arcs and Gray. Gray.
Yeah.
What happened to the baddies?
Right. I feel you.
Okay. Evil cow it is.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that, again, going back to this amazing community,
I kind of want to draw your guy now. I want to like draw a little chibi version of him.
Oh, please do. I would love it. I would love it. But wait, speaking of Wade Crate, he sent me this. He loves Laserman so much that he made me his own Laserman.
Dude,
and then kept it in the box.
Dude, you have it. This is the beginning, dude.
And then he put the
well, my favorite thing is the 2 L's. He needs to have the L on his chest and on his head.
And the L on the head is like that has to happen.
Like, it needs to have both L's because it's just like that is amazing.
Oh man, Rocco, that's why I'm so happy this all because I like knowing again seeing Goose like through your Instagram, seeing the posts and everything over the years, not knowing the actual like being deep into the lore. And when you said third, I was, oh man, you guys are kindred spirits.
Yeah, well, that's where your ideas come from, right? That's when we're most creative,
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally talking about his character. And I was like, all right, this is a lob right here. Here we go.
God. In the crossover. Goose Faba
I know. Like I was looking at the Goose Faba figure and I was like, oh my god, like he could have been in the meteor shower on the farm.
Yeah.
He could have been the goose on the farm. That guy was the
goose on the farm.
So my story takes place in a like kind of a future that got destroyed, right? And then there's a place called System Island where Sculpt just made like a mechanical city. The rest is all destroyed world, right? So there's a little city or a big city where all these people live. And it's basically like a future, but it's not because my characters found old computers where they saw Y2K style and they listened to Linkin Park. And it's basically 2003 when I created them in a time capsule. And so they go around this like cyberpunk city tagging stuff up and just like fighting the powers that be. And that's it, so it could be on the other side. What started that, why the world got destroyed. I know why, but the crossover event doesn't have to know why. And it could be that meteorite that turned your character into Laserman. Boom.
This is okay. This is what we need. We're going to cut that short. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to zoom into my face. And then all you're going to hear is the like Dreamweaver music, like Dreamweaver. And I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. Like this idea is, first of all, sounded kind of like Sonic at first, but didn't. And then it turned into something different. And I loved it.
So I want to see test shots of your toy line by next year.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Are you gonna invite me over for Sunday dinner?
Sunday sauce?
Yeah, Sunday sauce.
Sunday sauce. Ooh.
Sunday sauce. Yeah. It's what we like to call it, Chewy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
He is definitely not Italian.
No.
I am married to my wife is half Italian, half Irish.
We'll give it to you.
I get enough.
Like I like when people are creating though.
Yeah.
A lot of the best things happen from something that's silly, or someone thinks that a design, like an idea, is not a good one, or it's a joke, or it's this, or it's just because an idea is an idea. And
Yeah.
you have people sending you like you need to get, you know what you need to do? You need to find an artist on Instagram that like draws really good and have them do a really like serious, like a SpongeBob. You know when SpongeBob has those shots where it's like all the indents in his face?
Yeah.
You need like a serious laser man picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know. I hear
David Finch.
And then you
get David Finch
tell his background, and it's like he's this really serious with like a silly. You know what I mean?
We have a version of him, but he's far from serious.
I just have to pay him his commission rate.
we have this version that is
we
far
have this
from
one.
any seriousness.
So No.Chewing is an artist. Like,
so
he likes to draw.
We had Harry Moore on the show, and he does all the retro package. Well, most of the retro packaging for Marvel Legends.
Oh wow!
So I took one of his boxes and I overlaid it, and then drew it. You know how they have the little arrow things pointing to their accessories.
Yeah.
So this is a very cartoon style laser man.
So he only comes with one set of hands. I would do a video about him.
I mean,
sorry, he's getting roasted.
What do you want for $25? What do you want?
This new Laser Man toy line only comes
how do we get
one
him?
set of hands.
Rocco needs to be the first head.
There we go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go do it.
Laser Man fail. This indie toy creator thinks he's gonna get away with just one set of hands. I saw on Facebook people were roasting. This is literally how I make a video, by the way. I just shit out of my mouth. Oh, excuse my language. But all right, take two. Go over in Facebook and see the comments. They're roasting this guy. All right. Yeah, that was
perfect. That was great. Oh my god,
right
that's
home
exactly
run,
what I wanted you to do. This is perfect.
That's
oh my
excellent.
God.
Home run, son of a gun. Oh my god.
I think what we find really fun, and again, it's the community aspect. People love to like add into it, you know, characters, ideas, names, all that, and sometimes a song. Would you like to hear one?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me cue it up.
Yeah, this is a song for hate. This is pretty much it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. But it was nice.
Drop?
No, there's no drop. It just keeps going.
Oh, it's like a tease. It's like edging. That song was edging me. I'm like, okay, where's the drop?
And that is Heyman's initial character.
Yeah, and that is the laser verse.
Now listen, if I was like, oh, sorry.
Thank you, Machu.
Thank you, Machu. Oh my gosh. Now we have to stay on. That's the courtesy.
That's true. That's true.
You have to say though in your chats, all ideas are copyright of you. So if anyone comes up with a cool character, that's your copyright now.
Okay. All right.
And it's on camera, so it totally is legal.
All your ideas, what is it?
Are now mine.
Are now mine. Is that what you said?
Anyone who says anything in the chat is now Toy Daddy's property.
There you go.
All your ideas are now mine, says Mooterin. Created by Toy.Father.
There you go. TM.
Oh, this is
thank you, Diggs Figs.
Diggs Figs,
Oh,
global
Diggs,
icon and national treasure. Thank you, Ryan.
And Diggs Figs, you created Spider-Man, and Rocco thinks there's an idea here. We do it.
Yeah, the story told from his perspective. The story you have about Laser Man. Yeah, there's something there.
Trevor, all your lasers belong to us.
Yeah.
That's thank you for the deep cut reference too, going back to 2003. That's great. Before. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my god, Rocco, this has been a freaking treat, man.
This was great. Yeah.
But yeah, oh god.
Had a lot of fun.
Oh, so 2 weeks. 2 weeks we'll get to hang out, right? 2.5. What are we down to now?
3 or 4 weeks.
Wait,
I think it's like November 9th.
November 8th.
Quick?
8th, 9th.
It's coming up, man. It's coming up.
Hold on.
Life is flying by this year.
I know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Halloween's around the corner. We have who's getting I still don't know what I'm gonna dress up. Are you dressing up, Rocco?
What's the kid dressing up as? It's a costume.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are you doing? No.
Good.
Laser Man.
Yeah, laser.
Mooderin.
starting them off.
Mooderin. Butterman.
Oh yeah, Josh. No, the Ren and Stimpy with those close-up shots freaked me out as a kid. Yeah, I was there. I watched Ren. Yep.
Yeah. I was super pumped when I got the mini brand, like the little. I have a Ren figure.
Nice.
Super tiny.
Oh man,
Chris, what are your kids gonna be? Did you guys have outfits picked out yet?
Yeah, my oldest is gonna be like costume with her friends. They're gonna be the Three Musketeers. My youngest is gonna be some Hello Kitty. I'm gonna be. Do you know what I'm gonna be? I cannot wait.
Mooderin.
Unite my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread. Because next week we'll be right here. Your toy daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.